Well, it's everybody's favorite time of the year, the time where I nitpick the hell out of the new Formula 1 game. But this year is different. I actually really like this year. Last year was a big disappointment for me. I only managed to play like 2 hours, or no, like maybe an hour, once the game came out. This, I spent maybe 3 hours playing, because I actually really enjoy F122, and I think that is a big step up from F1 2021. And while yes, it may be a slight copy and paste job, I think it's really, really well done and a lot better than last year. And this is a damage model special. So you can see in this year's game, while yes, the suspension does get mangled, does get broken, it most times will stay attached on some part of the car. Sometimes it'll stay attached to the chassis. Sometimes it'll stay attached to the tire, to the actual rim. And I think that looks really, really good. And it adds another level of realism to it. Also, the wheel-to-wheel contact is a bit better this year. It can put you off, as you can see there, George Russell hitting us. Yeah, once you're a little bit off, once you're in a little bit of a slide, you just completely lose the car, which feels really cool, and it is a lot more realistic. But now, here's the most important part. How does it fare in the race? You can see we dive it up the inside, get a little bit of floor damage, and you can see that's a lot more sensitive than it was in the first place last year. We spin it around, hit our rear wing onto the wall, and you can see deep orange damage to our rear wing, and then it makes deep orange damage to the floor as well, which is really cool to see as we continue to pick Guan Yu Zhou as our test subject as we ram him into the wall. And you can see that we're starting to get side pod damage as well. And yeah, it's definitely a lot more sensitive than it was this time last year. You can see front nose cone, like a shark bite out of that, and the side pod, a lot of damage to the side pods. But the rear wing, just like last year, you can't really see any damage. You can see maybe a few scuffs, maybe a few dirt marks, but the damage, the visual damage, is only mostly to the front wing and front nose cone and side pods and floor. But you can see in this year's game, they have added bronzing to the exhaust pipe, which adds another level of realism to it, which makes it look really good as well. And you can see that the damage is not mirrored onto both sides like it was last year. Once again, adds to the realism, and I really like this game. It feels good, it plays well, and I think this one's going to have a lot longer life cycle than F1 2021 did. But you're probably asking, what about the puncture animations? And it's the same thing as last year. You get the old puncture animations for PS4 and old gen consoles, but you get the new delaminating tire punctures for the new gen, so PC, Xbox Series 1, I think, and PS5. You get the delaminating, which looks really nice. Hopefully, next year they may switch fully to the new gen, because that'll force people to go more to the new gen. Because if this F1 game was only for new gen, I would definitely buy new gen. So I think that they should make the transition next year. But all in all, I really like this game. Although the new F1 Manager game will be more innovative, I think that this is a really solid entry in the Codemaster series.